We're gonna start our meeting. Oh, is that me? Okay. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna go right into the agenda. Resolutions, Katie.
We'll know Monday.
We'll know Monday. Okay, Councilor Cadwell. Oh, I'm sorry. You're sitting right
No,
by me.
it's okay.
I was looking for you over there.
I think it's our mics. Mic check, mic check. Okay, I think we're all set now. Good afternoon, blessings to all today. Thank you. I have item number 10.
Good afternoon, Council. Rick Elsever, Director of Human Resources. Item 10 is to extend our contract with DSI for one more year. We did a 2+1+1, I believe. So DSI handles all of our random drug testing and drug testing for CDLs. And in order to maintain compliance, we'd like to keep them on board. And when that contract is up, we'll RFP and go back to the pool.
Drama. So this is just one more year of this one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
This is the extension for 1 year.
Okay. Any questions?
Any questions, concerns?
Are we happy with the service?
Yes, they've been doing a fantastic job.
Okay.
So,
No other questions?
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. And Councilor Machado?
Thank you, Madam President. I have item 11. It is a resolution urging the state of New York, both the Senate and Assembly and the governor to support New York for All Act. So I'm wondering if is anybody willing to sign on with this? Or
Everybody on?
everybody on? That's all.
That's something different.
That's something different.
Yes, yes. We're all for it.
Thank you, Councilor Machado. Councilor Ehrenreich.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 12 through 16, and they're all in order, and I urge their adoption. Nope.
No, that's
next
on
meeting.
Monday. We're gonna go through them and see what's yes.
Good afternoon, Saisha Bird, Commissioner of Syracuse Parks, Recs, and Youth Programs. Item 12 is an agreement with the Onondaga County Resource Recovery Agency, also known as OCRA, to support their battery recycling program. We did pick additional sites, so we got permission from Southwest Community Center and Northeast Community Center. So they'll go at the 4 centers with senior sites or larger community programming. So Southwest, Northeast, Cecil, and Magnarelli.
I want to thank you, for Chris and yourself looking at other sites and accommodating, our concerns. I absolutely appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 13, these all are, this is.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Thank you, but I just want to throw a little plug out there to Okra. I'm looking at you, but I'm talking to them back there. Next new grant they're gonna write the city in, and they're gonna get some money for us too, for the staff, right? Yep. Thank you, George. Thank you.
Number 13, it's to accept from Eastwood Neighborhood Association a monetary donation of $2,000 to install a new bench at Cummings Field.
Okay.
14 is to accept from Syracuse Inner Rotary Club a monetary donation of $1,054 to purchase and install a new bench and memorial plaque at Kirk Park in honor of Al Turner. 15.
Can I
Oh,
say
yes.
a little bit about that? For those of us that were fortunate to know Al Turner, what a great individual. What a great, and for me, it's a little bit different because Al used to volunteer for On Point for College. He used to be the driver. And for some of us that didn't have rides to go to places, we lean on him a lot to take us to colleges. I, even personally, when I became a United States citizen, he drove me to Buffalo so I can take my citizenship. And I slept half of the way, but he drove us there. And so I'm just grateful that we are doing something like this for him. What a tremendous, tremendous individual.
Counselor, I appreciate you telling a personal story about someone that has been a driver in this community. So Thank you. Sometimes we honor folks and aren't able to tell those stories, so. 15 is to accept from TNT a monetary donation in the amount of $100 to purchase a plaque for a bench in Franklin Square to honor Ben Wash. And then 16 is to accept from Tomorrow's Neighborhood Today $100 again for a plaque in Franklin Square to honor TNT for their contributions and funding on special projects.
Anna?
Any questions?
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Commissioner.
Thank you. Councilor Nave.
Thank you, Madam President. I have item 17, a contract with VO. We're going to have a committee meeting on February 4th at 10 a.m. Thank you.
You're still holding this, right?
And I'm still holding it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilor Moore and Montel.
Thank you, President Penado. Councilor Moore and I have item number 18. We are going to hold that for a committee meeting. We'll schedule that today and get back to everyone.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Moore.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 19 through, let's see, sorry,
23.
23.
Good afternoon, councilors. Deputy Chief Tom with the City of Syracuse Police Department. I am speaking on item 19. It's to enter an agreement with CBH Group, which is an organization or the company for Travis House. He's a public speaker who speaks on first responder, resiliency, officer wellness. We are looking to host an event in conjunction with the Onondaga County Sheriff's Department, open to all first responders in the county. Invite them up to hear Travis speak.
Okay.
Any questions? Thank you.
Can I, while we're waiting for Chief Mann to come, can I just say how grateful I am, Deputy Chief Tom, to see you here. It's certainly great. Yeah, I want to thank the administration and all the leadership, police department leadership for doing this for us. Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Mike Mons, the fire chief. I'm here to speak about 2021. 20 and 21 is to seek your permission to buy an aerial ladder truck. Does anybody have any questions on that?
How often do we need to replace the aerial ladder trucks?
Can you say that again?
Sure. How often do we need to replace the aerial ladder trucks?
So we have an apparatus replacement program. We have different types of trucks, fire engines and aerial ladder trucks. Every other year we buy 2 fire engines. The odd year we'll buy 1 aerial ladder. So every other year we have 10 total in our fleet, 6 are front lines that are in all the fire stations. We have 3 spares and 1 recall that's equipped, ready to go in case we have to call people in if there's like a huge fire.
Thank you.
Chief, what firehouse would that be in?
We rotate when we buy a new truck. It goes to the busiest fire station based on miles in our apparatus maintenance division. They figure out who is going to get the apparatus based on how busy they are, how many miles, and the usage of each fire truck.
I just want to add that I talked to Chief Mons this morning, and they replace their trucks every 10 years. So trucks are staying in
Yes.
the fleet for 10 years before
Yes,
they're replaced.
a brand new truck stays in frontline status for 10 years. Then from year 11 through 15, it's called a spare. And then after that, we get rid of it. And then the process is to buy a new one every 10 years or so, 15 years, yes. Does anybody have any more questions?
I just wanted to see, Chief, because I think at some point, a couple of years back, we talked about the replacement and the number of trucks that have been replaced so far. Could you send us those numbers again in?
Yes, I have all that data.
Okay.
I would send
Would
that
you
over.
send those to us?
Yes, sir.
Just-
I definitely will, Counselor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys a part of this, getting a chance to come to this event too, for the first responders?
Yes, I talked to Chief Russin yesterday about it, and we have our behavioral health team with over 20 of our members are involved, and I talked to Chief Russin about doing more collaborations, and we had a meeting yesterday, and we discussed that, so we're going to definitely do more together and I think it'll be better together. So when something bad happens, we can help each other. And we've already been helping each other when we need to, but definitely we're going to be a part of that.
I love that. I love the fact that you guys are collaborating, but I also believe that having opportunity to get together and to get some motivational speaking when you're dealing with trauma every day, you need that outlet, and having that training and going to something like this is phenomenal. I think it's important for all the staff.
Yes, the members on our team and our department that actually they volunteer, they do a lot of work. I'm so proud of them and just to work with them because they're going above and beyond to make sure everybody on our department is when they need help to get them help. So it makes me very, very proud. The next item is
23.
23.
Right?
That's for
22, sorry. Yeah, we're at 22.
Oh, sorry, 22. 22 is multi-med billing. We already are in a 3-year contract. This is just to ask the council's permission because we had to come back after every 12 months to extend the agreement. And this agreement is just for, they do third-party billing for our ambulance service. So we still have an ambulance, and when we go on calls, they handle all of our billing and all of our administrative. So it's just to extend our contract that we already had in place the last 2 years.
So this is kind of new to me. I don't think I've ever saw this one, but, so we have an ambulance outside of AMR?
Yes. We have an ambulance that we've had since the 50s of some sort, and mostly it was to transport our firefighters when we needed it during the pandemic.
Oh, like when they're injured?
Yeah, when our firefighters were injured during the pandemic because of hospital wait times, staffing issues. There was a decrease in the ability for the private ambulances to answer all the calls, and so we started a full-time ambulance service. And then at that time, multi-med went into play because we didn't want to do our own billing. We went through the finance department to make sure we were getting billed properly. Yes, and I have all the information. If you want to talk offline, I can give you the whole update and catch you all the way up to speed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Are both ambulance back in service, or you still have one?
We have a frontline one, and we have a spare one. None of them, they only get used, like the other day, there was that huge accident on 81, that big pileup. AMR had to use most of their resources, and so their director called us because they couldn't answer calls in the city, and so we put our ambulance in service while if there's a mass casualty incident like that or a big incident. So we'll only go in for an emergency or something like that. And our paramedics train on the ambulance to keep their certifications.
Chief Mons, I
Yes.
echo Councilor Jones-Rouser. I didn't know that we had our own ambulance corps.
Yep, yes.
So we have 2 ambulances in that.
2
fleet?
ambulances, yes. And we have, out of all of our members, we have approximately 40-something paramedics, over 300 EMTs, and there's a lower level of EMS certification that we have certified first responders, so everybody in our department is able to respond and provide care in the city. And I can catch you up to speed too, Counselor.
I would appreciate that. I have some questions about AMR response times that I think it would be very helpful to know.
I met with
But-
AMR yesterday, so I can give you some updated information on that too.
Great.
Okay.
With the medical billing, does that also include sending policies to collections if it can't be collected?
They deal with all that. Typically, I would have to get back to you. I think they definitely probably send things to collection, and then if they don't get any response back, I'm not sure if they continue to go after them. But how it works is there's 3 types of fees we pay the billing company for every transport that somebody has a private insurance. Whatever that bill is, Multi-Med charges us 9% of whatever we recoup. If it's a Medicare call or Medicaid call, that's a primary insurance. I believe it's like $19.60 per transport. And if it's a secondary insurance, we only get $6.50, and that's all state law of what we get reimbursed. So that's how that works.
Oh, that's what we get reimbursed? That's not how much we pay the billing?
That's how much.
You got a assist over there.
Concerning the collections, the volume of this ambulance billing isn't that high, so right now we're just using a law resource internally in Corporation Council. We have explored using a third-party collections agency, but again, the volume's very low, that it's not really cost-effective to do that at this time.
Thank you both. That's all my questions.
And then the last item is Every year, the New York State Association of Fire Chiefs has a conference. The county and the city jointly host this conference. The firefighters come over to our training division for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're going to pay us $8,500 to have an 8-day training over at our training division on Thursday, Friday, and a 4-hour training on Saturday morning. So that's going to be able to use our facility. Does anybody else have any other questions?
So, Chief, years ago when this center was built, right, the vision was that precisely something like this, and that I know we're not in the business of making profit or anything like that, but I would be interested to know today.
Well, we are.
Yeah, I would be interested to know, or at least see some numbers or at least revenue that we have generated over the time since we have built this. Would you be able to provide?
Yep, I can, and I just want to go back and make a point of clarification. The number one reason to have this training center is to train our firefighters.
Right.
Last year, we had 98,000 hours of training. So we use the facility so much for our firefighters that we haven't carved out time for other people at this point because we're training so much with our recruit classes. We have new procedures we're putting in place using the facility, but I have all the data for training hours, and I can give you that information.
And I understand. The whole point was for us to, improve and be efficient with our fire department. That was the whole point of it. But at the same time, the site vision for this was that we were going to
explore, trying to have people come.
People use it, and while they're using it, there were fees potentially that were going to be generated from it. And I'm just interested to see how that is.
We haven't been, besides this conference, as the only people that have been reimbursing us. There might be a few other people that we let use it, and they do reimburse us with donations and things like that. I probably would need to get an administrator to oversee that to really get a business model to actually move forward with trying to have some income coming from that.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
I would appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Chief Mons, I have one more question.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
yes, ma'am.
I was just looking through the the NYSAFC.
Yep.
The insurance coverage is $1 million cap. That seems a little low to me. I mean, that's a general liability insurance coverage that a average nonprofit would have for an event. Do you feel that is concerning in any way?
All that went through Corporation Council.
Okay.
So
that seems to be an okay limit?
Yep, that was okayed by the Corporation Council, yes.
All right.
And any damage, I believe it's also written, any damage that occurs that New York State Association of Fire Chiefs has to fix whatever they break, for lack of a better term. And then we have that policy also, I believe.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Is there any other questions? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, so Councilor Montiel for Councilor Williams.
Thank you, President Paniagua. Councilor Williams has items 24 through 32. We will continue to hold 24.
Good afternoon, councilors. Michael Lehman, Deputy Commissioner with the Assessment Department. I have items 25 through 28. 25, Department is asking to amend Ordinance 994, which authorized a lease agreement with the railroads for the properties at 115 and 116-18 South Geddes Street. We'd just like the lease to include the bridge that connects those two properties across Geddes Street.
Why do we need the bridge?
Transit to go from one to the other, both pedestrian and vehicles.
So it's not purely a railroad bridge, it also has pedestrian access?
This is, yes, there's a separate railroad bridge a bit farther north across Geddes Street. Thank you.
We're gonna hold 26 for we have a committee meeting for Parkside Commons on item 43 tomorrow, so we're just gonna hold off on 26 for now. So we'll come back to that one.
Understood. Thank you, Councilor. 27, the Department of Assessment is requesting to hire an appraiser for the property at 725 Harrison Street. This is the school district office building. Thank you. And 20.
You know the last time we had an appraisal on that building?
I'm sorry, say it again, please.
You know the last time we had an appraisal on that building?
I don't. Commissioner OJ, do you remember? Thank you.
That's central offices, right?
Matt OJ, Commissioner of Assessment, yeah, 2,000.
2,000.
So. Come back, my friend. This one is for the actual, where the, actual school building.
Yeah, former Washington Irving School.
These are administrative offices.
Yes.
So I'm gonna fully disclose this. I said it last administration. I told the school district, this is historical. And a whole not, like the last piece of the 15th Ward historical building, school and everything. So whatever we do, I know we have a lot of people that are interested, one big, nice one. Keeping certain things intact or keeping something is gonna be important, so.
Certainly, yeah, and this is, if not a preliminary step, at least an early step. I know the building's celebrating its 100th birthday next year, and I think there's a lot of sensitivity regarding the historic fabric down there.
Is there a plan for this building? Is there a plan for the building?
I think the plans are a little conceptual. You know, we RFP'd this property almost 2 years ago, had a handful of responses. RFP committee will be convened among this group, and we just really want to establish that data point of value as early as possible to make sure that informs whatever discussions we take from here.
And that RFP involves several buildings, correct?
Yeah, we put out I think there are 6 RFPs in the package, 3 for relocation space for each of the subject properties, 3 for disposition or redevelopment of the subject properties.
Have we moved any of those as far as the
Haven't closed it. Haven't closed any
RFPs?
haven't closed any transactions. You know, in the case of the Johnson Center School District, did relocate operations there. We've been using it for a couple internal operations for the last few months. Continue to explore redevelopment there, but no disposition yet. Thanks all.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 28, the Department of Assessments requesting authorization to hire an appraiser for where it's nicknamed Grape Alley. It's a city right-of-way just off Townsend, south of Erie Boulevard. Do you remember where the Goodyear building was that was demolished last year and turned into a parking lot? It's just south of that. If there are no further questions, thank you very much, councilors.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Mike, can you go back to 26?
Yes, I can.
Exactly where is the 2016-2024 East Fayette?
The old Snowflake Bakery that they want.
Oh, East. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking West. Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
29. Hey, Dave.
Good afternoon, councilors. Dave Proack, Director of IT. Item 29 is we're requesting extension of an agreement we currently have with Northland. Northland provides the fiber connection between here and WCNY on West Fayette Street for the recording of these meetings and anything else that occurs in this room.
So this contract is just for fiber and upgrading the fiber, not for the actual recording, correct?
It's not the upgrade. There's an existing contract. We need to re-RFP everything, and we just need an extension of this while we prepare to go down that road. So it just keeps the existing going on. But to answer your more specific question, it does not include the cost for post-production support or whatever they do to make it TV-able. This is just for the wire, just for the connection.
Councilor Enright, I think you had some questions about the live streaming on YouTube.
Yes.
But I don't know who would she talk to as far as like.
Well, that would be directly to WCNY, right? Not,
Yeah, I believe so.
Thank you.
Okay. And if we could, item number 30 is this is permission entering an agreement with Spectrum. This is to upgrade the Spectrum connection we have at Southwest. And this is for the Parks is setting up an e-gaming site there. We did a similar thing at Wilson on McBride Street. We did a similar upgrade from a regular coax connection to a fiber connection to support the e-gaming activities. Right? Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. 31 and 32. Welcome back, Matt.
Thanks all. These two are related. Amended an ordinance authorizing a settlement from March of 24 last October. Somehow the ordinance itself amends a different ordinance. So we'd like to rescind that ordinance. And as a companion piece, obviously, request authorization amending the original ordinance.
So, OJ, I need a new letter. The letter requests to amend ordinance number 952, which is not, so.
Right, we're looking for 942.
The letter
The letter says 950, okay.
Okay, so that's a land bank item. I need a new letter for that, and also in that same letter, the council need to know what is the refund. There is no refund amount in that letter. It's amending to include that, so I need a new letter with.
I know Corp Counsel was discussing that with Vicky, and I think there was an open question as to whether it's refund or credit, but we'll clarify that.
Yeah, the letter says a refund.
We'll get that buttoned up and get
Okay.
that into your hands.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. Oh, no, not thanks.
Counsel's office.
Sorry, counselors. Trevor McDaniel, Assistant Corporation Counsel. We do have, I believe we do have a letter that's signed and getting submitted today. We also have a refund amount for the ordinance. The refund to be issued will be $1,523.89. And that's also included in the letter for you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. All set, Madam President.
All right, Councilor Jones Strauser.
Madam President, I have item 33 through 42. Are we continuing to hold?
Good afternoon, Council. Jake Dishaw, Deputy Commissioner of Code Enforcement and Zoning. Assistant Corporation Counsel Danielle Smith and I are still coordinating with Department of State Division of Building Standards and Codes on that item. Thank you.
All right, item 34 is my own. It's for a installation of an honorary sign to honor the great Donna Reese, a longtime city resident who's done remarkable work throughout our community. She has a plethora of initiatives and organizations that she's worked with and on. I'll give more history next week.
That's beautiful. Anyone want to get on board with this right here?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
It's okay.
very much.
Yes.
Good afternoon, councilors. Kaylin Hubbard, neighborhood planner with MBD. Items 35 through 42 are all requests for transfer to the Greater Syracuse Land Bank. Any questions?
These are old, so.
Thank you.
Councilor Monto.
Thank you, President Paniagua. I have items 43 through 48. 43, we will hold for a committee meeting tomorrow at 1:30. 44, we will go into executive session after this. We will continue to hold 45 and 46. 47, hi, Jake.
Back again. Item number 47 is a companion to a lot alteration, which is an administrative change of the lot lines. So essentially, the best way to explain this is there's the house, if you're facing it, there's a structure that's there. On the left side, there's a vacant lot. Current property line kind of goes at an angle behind the house. We're just kind of straightening that out to basically create two rectangles. It actually makes the house lot more compliant with the R3 zone district. And this is in line with our consistency to avoid split zone parcels when there's a resub or a lot alteration.
Are both of the lots vacant? Are they both?
No,
empty lots?
so the 153 is the house.
Is it occupied?
Excuse me. Yes, and then on the left is if you're facing it from the street, excuse me, I had that backwards. The house is 159.61, the lot is 153.55. So we're just kind of taking the line from a diagonal to a straight line kind of makes the two parcels somewhat equal.
So who's losing the majority of space, the greater?
The vacant lot is, so the house that's there is getting a slightly larger backyard, I guess, is the best way to explain it.
Is it owned by the same person?
Good question. Let me.
No, land bank, it says land bank.
Oh, it's a land bank property.
Yeah, no.
The lot
So,
must be land
and what it would do too is hopefully allow a future development. But there's also an existing fence that's kind of down that property line. It may cross it. This would eliminate that problem as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
And 48 is a resolution to reappoint Linda Betts to the CRB.
Counselor, I just want to make sure you all be aware that there are one appointment that's still open, and on CRB, like you guys to really get into it, because at this point, between you, the mayor, or a CRB can appoint someone, because we're way over what the legislation says. And I think there's another mayoral appointment.
That's a mayor's appointment that's open, isn't it?
No, that's
Third
that's
district.
a third
Oh,
district.
third
And I think there's a mayoral appointment, too, I think, yeah. So
Yes,
it's two
yes, we talked
positions
about
for
that.
CRB.
Just to add before the meeting closed, Joe Barry, First Assistant Corporation Counsel, good afternoon. Law and SPD are prepared to have an initial discussion about the legal aspects of the Axon contract. If you'd like to add that to executive session.
Sure.
At this time, thank you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm all set. President.
Okay, and then we motion to move to executive session.
For legal advice. Or legal advice.
Oh, legal advice, okay.
Oh, you gotta make sure you add that.
Yes.